naturally take a moment to settle the mind in preparation for the practice as you breathe. As though you are observing that body, consciously encourage the mind to influence the body into balanced alignment, meaning sway if you prefer in any position that feels comfortable. Thereby you can note as to how that body is feeling at this precise moment. And as you sway, allow that body to move as though it's moving automatically. You are simply allowing it to move, and it shall move in accordance to how it shall move to bring about great alignment by the energy current. Now slow it down and come to a perfectly still position and compare the still position to the previous, and then again relax and again sway for a moment. Now the objective is not to simply accept that the mind shall do what you want it to do. The objective is to observe as to how the mind is responding to what you want it to do. There's a current that flows through all of existence, and our objective here is to note how we can attune ourselves consciously to this current. There are numerous names that is given to this current, but whatever name that is given, it's simply signifying that there is a current that's flowing through all life, and if we move with the current, then we can use it to our advantage. Now slow that movement down. Again, come to a standstill position. Allow those eyelids to blink. Bring on board a natural inner smile. Breathe out thoroughly and pull the navel muscles in. Breathe in, expand the lower lungs, mid lungs and upper lungs. Again, exhale, pull the navel muscles right in under the ribs as though you're purposely squeezing all the internal organs. Then as you breathe in, again, expand the lungs thoroughly, lower, mid and upper. Once again, squeeze as much as possible out. Then breathe naturally. Look towards your right side, upwards. Look at your nose, look towards your left side, upwards. Look at your nose, look towards your right side over the right shoulder. Look at your nose, look over the left side of the shoulder. And look at the nose, blink comfortably. Now gently circle your wrist for a moment. We're simply working with the natural rhythm and flow of the body's electromagnetic field. And as I sway my wrist, I'm observing as to how my body is choosing to move that arm, right or left. I'm simply watching it. Even though it may seem as though I'm purposely moving it, I'm allowing the arms to move naturally in accordance to what the body needs at the precise moment. Then now I purposely change the direction and I let the arm move. Experiment with this for a moment. Experiment with that movement and watch how easy it is as to where your arms may choose to move. My hands are moving in a particular direction, but your hands may move in a completely different direction. But the aim is just to let the body move. Thus you're becoming aware of the difference between your conscious influence and your observation of the mind's influence, just as when you're breathing, most of the time you're unaware that you're breathing, but you're breathing. Now purposely spiral those arms in. Here I'm taking control. Next, I step back and I let those arms do what they feel they should do. Then I take control again and I spiral, perhaps in a different direction. Then I allow those arms to do what they feel they should do. They feel quite comfortable, as though I'm clearing the debris from this body of any accumulated tension or stresses that may have lingered prior to this moment. And then I relax those arms. Now breathe out again. Breathe in, lower lungs, mid lungs, upper lungs. This time add the chin lift. Lengthen the back of the neck, pull the chin in, lean back and round the shoulder blades. Lean forward. Again, experiment by elongating the front of the throat. Watch your right side as I work a mirror image. Lean back to your right side, diagonally back. Forward. Watch your left side. Move left side. Forward, we're simply accessing the body's natural range of motion. Turn to your right, elongate. Turn to your left, elongate. Move those arms at back. Feel a gentle, comfortable stretch anterior over the body. Move those arms forward, interlace. Overhead to your right, flex those elbows, lean. Feel a stretch along the left side of the body. Up, opposite. And behind your head, sense the base of the skull, the occiput base of the skull, atlas, first vertebra, called the chin. Be relaxed. Raise the chin up. Add your right hand over the left temple. Lengthen the side of the neck. Pull the left shoulder down. Relaxed. Gently. However many years, days, months that is left in this life, choose to allow the mind to use it to your advantage. Raise the chin up. Find the collarbone as the chin moves from side to side. Easily. From side to side. Move the chin forward. Ease the head from side to side. Simply. Comfortably. Now relax. Close your left nostril. Breathe only via your right. And notice how you're breathing through the right side. Notice how you're breathing through that right side. Lower, mid and upper. Easily. Next time you complete the exhalation, release and change opposite. Again, notice how you're breathing along the opposite side. Lower, mid and upper lungs. The whole aim is to reach a point along your journey of life where your mind is accessing its pure divine nature, whereby you can have the best experience in human form that is available to all sentient human beings. As you complete the next exhalation, release and bring your knees towards each other. Leaning back, leaning forward, easily. Again, at least once a day, take the opportunity to extend the spine up and flex. Thus you're balancing your sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves, your autonomic nervous system. Relaxed. Comfortably. Then gently straighten those legs, turn to your right as I work mirror image, as we work the central nervous system. Wish to make sure that the nervous system continues to function efficiently as you free any compression that may have found its way along that spine. Releasing. We wish to clear any compression. Little toes in. 10 toes out. Scrunch. Arms forward. Relax that back. Right hand left side. Turn to your left. Elongate that back easily. Stretching. Relaxed. Sweep the little toes in. Sweep the 10 toes out. Scrunch. Bend your knees. Never hurry nor force, but work diligently to build a strong foundation. Thus, wherever you shall find yourself, you shall always have stability, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, psychologically. Forward. Splay the knees for a moment. Notice the inner thighs, those adductors. Often these muscles are too tight. The aim is to free the inner adductors and the abductors, whereby your knees can move correctly and you don't strain the knee joints. Bring the knees towards each other. Forward. Relax. Circle your feet into a cat position. Now, as you round your back, expand the rib cage, curl your tailbone under, tighten the perineum base of the spine. Now dip your back, pull your navel muscle and tighten the perineum base of your spine, and don't forget to breathe. Hunch halfway back to your heels. Stretch. Dip your back. Again, lift your sternum up. All the way back to your heels. Back. To your right, sweep your feet and look over your right shoulder. Again, we're weaving our way through the different range of motion of the physical body, opposite side. Back, curl your toes, pedaling. Simply. Pedaling. And when appropriate, gently slide your right foot between your thumbs. Have the foot forward the knee, create resistance, known as co-activation. Then relax. As you create co-activation, you're triggering the neurons to continue to fire. Thus, when you allow the body to stretch, the fibers shall free themselves easily. Remember, as you think, so shall you become. So the question is, what have you become due to your past thinking? Up at front toes, straighten the knee. Bend the knees, slide your feet back. Pedaling
think for a moment, swaying from foot to foot. Gently. Now change feet, opposite foot forward. Have that foot forward the knee. Create resistance, co-activation. And lunge. Ease the shoulders back. Even though we are aware of our physical body, we are far more than that physical body. So the question is, are you aware of only your physical body, or are you aware of your multi-dimensional physical existence? Big difference, is there not? If you understand what I mean. Up at front toes. Straighten the front knee. Bend the knee, both feet out of both hands. Stretching the inner groin for a moment. We're working to free those inner adductors. Cup your knees up. Circle your hips. As we gently free the sciatic nerve. Often there's compression upon certain nerves without realizing. Our objective here is to make sure the nerves are free. Thus we have greater access to the physical body. So be positive. You have greater control over your entire life than you may have yet come to understand or assume and experience. Shake those arms. Shake those legs comfortably out. Easily. Now gently have your feet at least hip width apart. Lift your right arm up. Lift your left heel up for a moment. Pull your left shoulder down. Now notice the right side and imagine in the moment that the right side is expanding thoroughly as you breathe. As you breathe, relax and change. Opposite. Pull the right shoulder down. I'm working mirror image. Now imagine that you're maximizing the left lung region. Relax. Now we shall utilize the breathing practice. Ready? Shake out. Breathe out, breathe in. Lift your left heel. Lift your right arm. Pull that left shoulder back and down. Stretch up. Simply known as the Tibetan breath. As you're ready to exhale, come down. Opposite side, inhalation. You're expanding the left side, compressing the right side, maximizing lung exchange. Breathe out. We shall work second time to the right. Adjust your feet. Inhalation up, pull the left shoulder back, expand the right ribs thoroughly. Exhale down. Opposite side. Fill the left lungs thoroughly, compress the right side. Exhale down, we shall work once more. As you raise the right arm, pull the left shoulder back and down. Now expand the right ribs. Exhalation down, and the last. Exhale down, relax. Shake those arms, helicopter. So familiar. We wish to take full control of our destiny. Swing those arms up. Second or three, full control of our destiny. Up. And third, full control of how we choose to live the life. Nothing happens accidentally. Remember these words. Your life is a reflection of your mind's accepted belief in the paradigm of past existence in a linear reality. Yet at the same time, you're living a multi-dimensional consciousness in exchange. The matrix. Flex the knees. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. If I can do my best to assist, I shall. Up. But if you have some knowledge that you wish to share with me, don't hesitate to share with me as well, because together we grow together as a complete bouquet of existence. Now, lengthen the back of the neck, separate the toes, curl your tailbone, create perineal lock. In yoga we call it Mula Bandha, root lock. Shoulder back and down. Ready? Salute to the sun. Inhalation up. Exhalation straight down the midline. Walk the right leg back. Come down, look at your front knee. Round your back as we did before. Now exhale, push against that front thigh. Slide the feet back. Tailbone higher than the heart. Lower the knees. Lengthen fingers, push your weight to the heels. Onto your belly. Come forward. Feet together, lift your palms up for a moment. Notice your back muscles activated. Release the palms. Hunch the back. Dip your spine, lift your knees up. Ready with your feet, right foot forward. Lower the back knee, look down at the front knee. Again, push firm into the front thigh. Add your feet together. Gently, midline, slide your thumbs up. Nothing is forced. There are numerous variations, but there's the traditional classical, but we use different variations in accordance to what is needed for the body at the precise moment. Again, breathe out, breathe in, up.
Exhale straight down the midline, mid-sagittal plane.
The left foot head back. Land that knee, complement the front knee with the forward. Push firm into the thigh. Lift your back knee, feet back, brace your knee joint. Drop the knees gently down. Complement your heels. Onto your belly slide. No space at your feet. Lift your palms up, notice your back muscles working, you're stretching your 10 toes, your toenails are on the floor. Relax those palms, hunch that back. Raise your chin up, lift your knees. Be aware of the left foot forward. Look at that knee. Look up, push against the thigh, be aware of your right foot forward. Add your thumbs midline up. Let's improve, shall we? Feeling dynamic.
Inhale up, circle those arms around.
Place your right leg back, but this time keep that knee off the floor.
Circle those arms around.
Tailbone to ceiling, both feet back. Keeping your knees off the floor, look at your thumbs. If appropriate, keep your knees off the floor, otherwise adjust them to suit.
Push up in between. Push back.
Brace your knee joint. Notice how close one can push the heels to the floor, then place your right foot forward. Back knee off the mat, up and arms.
Circle.
Place your feet together. Widen those arms out.
As you straighten the knees.
Breathe out, let's work again. Inhalation up,
Sweep those arms around.
be aware of your left foot. Left foot back. Move those arms around. As we had earlier, adjust your knees as you see fit, feet back. Look up, adjust your knees, and push up or lower your knees if you feel you'd rather have the knees on the floor. Push back. Brace the knee joints. Add the left foot forward. Follow those arms around. Place your feet together. Bend knees, out and arms. Comfortably. Let's add another variation. There are numerous variations. Circle your fingertips in. Up, around. Comfortably. Lift your heels off the floor. Now notice your right side, pivot both knees to the right side. Outer elbow. Pivot both knees out the left side. Outer elbow. Pivot both feet at your thumbs. Add your right leg back. Swing those arms around. Now gently roll both heels to the floor. Adjust your left hand where appropriate. Raise the right arm up to the ceiling. Circle the right hand. Feet back. Again, bend those elbows. Adjust your knees as you see fit. Push up. Push back. Activate your knee joints. Walk the right foot forward. Let's add the triangle again. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Adjust your heels, adjust your right hand. If needed, place the hand on the leg or on the floor. Add the left arm up. Circle the left hand around. Place your back foot forward. Lift your heels off the mat. Comfortably. To your right, pivot. To your left, pivot. At your thumbs, pivot. Circle your hands, interlace. Bend your knees. Straighten those elbows, up. Let's work once more, shall we? As you think, so shall one influence the moments ahead. The question is, as you are living life today, are you comfortable in acknowledging that the byproduct of past thoughts has now manifested as your reality? Let's create a filter, shall we? Refine the best. In, up, round. Lift your heels off the floor. Ready to your left, pivot. Knees outer elbows. To your right, pivot. Knees outer elbows. At your thumbs, pivot. Walk your left foot back. Up and those arms. Circle. Roll your heels to the floor. Left arm up. Left hand around. Feet back. Up. Elbow bends. Push through. Elbow bends. Push through. Left foot forward. Up. triangle known as Trikonasana, and from the yoga tradition, lift your right arm up, 3 angle bows, around, feet together. Lift your heels up. Notice your left side pivot, knees out elbow. Notice your right side pivot, knee out elbow. Notice your thumbs pivot. Circle your arms, interlace, up, and gently relax, shake out. Left palm, right elbow, diagonally across. Right hand, left elbow. We're simply adding these motions in action to allow the life force to flood the body consciously, whereby you can choose to access the deeper mind in relation to what is relevant for you in this incarnation. So not every living being is seeking the same. Even though we may all look similar in certain ways, in actual fact we're all unique. Up. Now gently circle your fingers and lower your knees to the floor. Support your lower back. Push your hips forward. Across your thighs. Place your right foot forward. Place your right palm or elbow in your foot and feel the stretch along that inner groin. Comfortably. Straighten the front leg. Place your front palm, right hand on the knee. Lift your back knee up. Again, notice the stretch along your hip and your groin. However many years you may choose to be on this planet, choose to live a life of consciousness. Up at front toes. Bend the front externally, but don't strain the knee. Work your hip joint. We've already worked with the psoas muscle. So stretch the inner thigh as we free those adductor muscles. Up at front toes, in. Slide that front leg around to the opposite side. Look over your left shoulder. Relax, slide the foot back, opposite foot forward. Place the front elbow in the foot, we're working opposite leg this time. Feel the stretch along the inner groin. Hold it there. Relax, straighten the front knee. Left palm on that knee, adjust as you see fit, straighten the back leg, comfortably. No force is intended. Relax the back knee, front knee straightens, then bend the front knee externally. Don't force the knee, we're working the hip joint. Keep this in mind. Comfortably. Relax, straighten the front knee, slide the front leg, the left foot around to your right. Look over the shoulder, keep that back knee straight. And gently relax the knees, hip width. Support your back and raise your chin up. Find your thighs, fingers to the floor, knees out to elbows. May you choose to lean forward. And if so, could you lean a little farther forward, but don't force. Keep your chin up and see whether you can lift your feet off the floor. Balance. In the crow pose. Now return your feet to the floor. Lower the knees to the side, around. Gently bend your right leg as I work in mirror image. Place the right leg over. If appropriate, sweep the left foot around. Choice is yours. Land your fingers, left arm around, right arm at back. Look over your right shoulder, push the right hip down, focus internally, breathe, elongation, extension, easy rotation. Again, what is your concept of the universe and your place in the universe? And how did you come to that realization? And is that realization solid? Or is it a realization that could adjust through greater knowledge and understanding? Again, we shan't hover too long. Exhale, release. Slide the breath up. Release your knees. We never hurry. We never force, but rather we work diligently daily to build a strong foundation. Thus, every day, in every way, as Emil Coué stated, life truly gets better and better and better. Relax up. We take wisdom and guidance from those who have passed before us or may still be on this planet Earth that has given us clarity or greater encouragement in seeking greater truth and perhaps personal understanding. Ready? Opposite leg, left on top, right foot back. If this is uncomfortable, by all means straighten that right leg, otherwise bend it. Rest your fingertips, slide the right arm around. Add your left arm back. Look over that left shoulder. Again, recognize the influence of the way that you interact with all thoughts. And remember that you are far more powerful than perhaps you may yet come to realize and understanding. If we were to review the great teachings of the great ones or the great mystics of the past, what made them different to yourself, perhaps? What did they understand that perhaps we, as a collective, have yet to grasp and assist each other? Is humanity at a level of full evolution, or humanity still at its infancy? How does human beings treat each other? If one recognizes the divine spark within all life, then could we treat anyone else in any other way but pure love and light? Exhale, release. Sweep the breath up. Relax. You cannot change how someone else may choose to live their life, but you can certainly have a profound effect on how you live your life. Forward. There is a universal law of cause and effect. It's the neutral law, meaning that whatever you interact with shall naturally flow back to you. If we think constructive, it's neutral. It's not judgmental, but it simply reflects back exactly what we send out. Be still and know thyself, as was written in the great temple in Delphi. Round your back. Forward. Gently adjust your knees, hip width. Look to your right knee for a moment. Curl your tailbone, feel the stretch across the leg. We're not forcing. The aim is to allow the body the freedom whereby the energy current can flow unimpeded. So they say. I always say, so they say, the wise one until we have their personal experience ourselves. Look at the left leg. Let go behind. Both hands upon both legs, anywhere from thigh to feet. Now straighten those elbows round your back. Lean forward, elongate your spine. Again, round your back. Raise your ribs up. Again, look at your belly. Never hurry. We're not forcing. It is not a competition. The aim of the practice is to allow us the opportunity to be far more aware and conscious of our state of mind than it would be otherwise. Relax your hands back, then your knees. Lift your hips up. Lift your heels and lunge. Easily. Back down. Come down on those elbows, lift your hips up. Your hips off the floor, lift your right leg up. Your hips off the floor, change. Lift your left leg up. Your hips off the floor, both feet down, lift your hips up. And down. Comfortably. Grip those ankles, if not, support your back with your palms, or place your hands under the heel, whichever is comfortable for you. Lift your hips up. Pull your navel muscles in. Now choose what you may consider as the best lift that you're conscious of and you wish to practice at this moment. You're stretching the anterior of your body. Keep this in mind. And now, hugging those knees. We never force. Lift your right leg up, grip the back of that leg and move it a little closer towards your body. Change, lift the left leg up. Then gently lift both legs as vertically upright as you feel comfortable and appropriate for you. Hold it there. Move your fingers towards the opposite foot a few times side to side. Perhaps you may feel the core muscle working, but either way keep working to suit the best outcome. And when appropriate, come to a standstill, push your lower back firm into the floor. Note how easy it is to drain the venous blood from those legs as they're higher than your heart. And if comfortable, your hips up to release any tension that may have accumulated internally. Your palms are upon your legs, thus you're balancing upon your mid-upper back, close to the back of the neck, but don't strain. Simply known as the tranquility pose. Hold it there, never force. Never force. Then if you choose to lift your legs higher up, then lift them as high as you feel comfortable and adjust your hands either against your back, on the floor or interlace, whichever is appropriate for you, but do not force the chin. Keep your chin perfectly still. Up into the shoulder stand. Comfortably. Whatever you replicate becomes habitual, shall it not? And effortlessly come down at a pace that is appropriate for you. Place your palms on the floor, yet slide your wrists under your hips. Keep your knees bent, raise your ribs, let the hip drop back. Push the chin away. Move the chin away. As you add the counter pose to the shoulder stand, the fish pose. Push the chin away. Feel a gentle stretch along your throat, never force. And suitably come down, hug your knees, and come up seated, without force or effort, leaning back, comfortably. Forward. Gently come back onto your knees, support your back, pull your navel muscles in and ease the shoulders back. Feel the wonderful stretch anterior body. Once, to your thighs, curl your hips, and let's repeat a second time. But this time, if you're comfortable, interlace. Squeeze our shoulders back. Feel the gentle stretch anterior body as it massages the thymus and the thyroid glands. Cross your thighs. Third time, if you're comfortable, come up and release your hands as you circle into your calf or heels. Camel pose. Ustasana. Push it forward. And gently turn your palms to your hips, to your thighs, uncurl your toes, look at your bellies, round your back. Into a cat. Be aware of your right hand, slide on the left, threading the needle position to stretch that back after an extension and flexion, opposite. Simply. Again, the right hand forward with the left hand this time. Notice the subtle difference in the stretch. Opposite. Opposite. And relax down. Have your thumbs and index in contact. Then push out your palms. Pull the shoulders back. Feel a gentle stretch anterior of your body. Never hurry, never force. Again, as you stretch the anterior of the body, you notice compression upon your kidneys and adrenal glands as well. Under your chin, relax as you breathe. Place your hands beside your feet. Turn your gaze at your thighs and purposely separate the shoulder blade. Land your palms shoulder width, hip width with feet. Sway your hips. Move your head like an elephant's trunk until you feel the neck totally relaxed. Pigeon toe slightly. Splay the heels out. Tighten perineum at the base of the spine and push your sitting bones to the ceiling. Imagine I'm gently pushing between your shoulder blades. Activate your fingerprints as you breathe. Hold for a moment. Influence the blood flow to the brain. Slowly come down onto your knees, whereby you can easily cup your chin. And when suited, find a comfortable position to be seated. Take a moment to breathe only via your right nostril by closing the left. Encourage the exhalation to be thorough, complete, whilst the inhalation is maximizing exchange. Upon the next thorough exhalation, release opposite nostril.
The aim is for you to practice daily to breathe efficiently. So on a daily basis, take at least, I would say, 20-25 deep breaths. And maximize the exhalation, but you can practice as you see fit. But if you take time daily to deepen your lung capacity in exchange, you shall do great benefit to yourself. And as you next complete the exhalation release, allow that inner smile to find thee. Take quality time daily to remind yourself how truly worthy your life is. Even though this reality that you're living in physically may seem solid, those that have experienced the extended life review will tell you that this life is far less real than the greater life of immortal self. So our objective is in this life to have an awakening within whereby we can transcend to a higher state of understanding and living whereby we can have a human experience while remaining conscious, awake in our divine overself. Who is this I within you? Is your mind totally locked in the belief system? Or have you yet come to realize that perhaps everything around you does not exist? It is not real, except in your belief paradigm. And once you refine your belief, you can influence the external, like a director, screenplay writer of life. Is that not correct? Yoga is a vast practice. There are numerous variables to the practice, but there's only one practice. That is to fully ascend in illumination, in realization. That's why there's a word called Maya, the illusion of life itself. Remember that. So the aim is to awaken from this, what you may consider sleep state, consciously and be fully illuminated. Then perhaps one may be joyous as the Buddha symbolizes with its full gusto. So be kind to yourself. And remember, question the mind to present itself with clarity. Step to the side and observe how your mind relates to your daily experience and sense the deeper understanding of that reality. And don't be surprised as you pull the mind away from its false belief system in association that gradually you shall be awake from this illusion of time and shall understand your full multi-dimensional self. So remind yourself every day, in every way, life truly is a blessing, is it not? And look in the mirror and look into your eyes and tell that individual in the self how much you truly care for that person simply by saying it. And so you look in the mirror and say, I love thee. I love thee. And look into the eyes and keep repeating this. I love thee. And send this love to yourself and all of mankind. And perhaps one day, all mankind shall awaken to the realization that we're all part of the same. Thus we shall treat each other with pure love, respect. Then this planet would have served its purpose as a place of education for souls to be reunited with this pure divine nature. You have choice to awaken or to remain asleep. So I would suggest seek the company of the wise. Take some time in your own review research, do your own internal practice until you're quite refined in your understanding as to whom that I within you is. Every day, in every way, life really gets better and better. So, until we interact again, may your life be blessed with coincidences of authenticity in love and awakening. And share the knowledge with those around you if you choose to, or share it with me if there are certain things that you've experienced that you feel that I would benefit from, and vice versa. And I will share with others. Hari Om Tat Sat. The love of the self is unconditional and immortal and pure. The blessings of the divine.